Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the Student DEI Campus Update. My name is Fritz Giordane. I am the Student DEI Coordinator. My staff consists of my student ambassador, Ashley Dean, a couple work study students, Miss Ashlyn Carrington Parker, Miss Yasmin Perez, and then the DEI Office Grad Assistant, Sarah Stockdale. A quick overview on the Office of Student DEI. Our goal is to promote educational, cultural, and social growth of all Ambrosians. We try to strive for fostering a welcoming and inclusive environment here at St. Ambrose, and we do this by coordinating campus-wide programming and initiatives designed to create awareness, knowledge, and virtual skills needed for all Ambrosians in working in this diverse world. One goal we've done is we've partnered with clubs and organizations on campus that are doing the work of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Some of those clubs, as you'll see on your screen, ADAPT, Ambrosians for Peace and Justice, the Black Student Union, DAPI, the International Students Organization, Latinos Unidos, MAVO, our Military and Veterans Organization, STEP, which is formerly known as Positive Hearts, PRISM, our Saudi Student Association, SAT, our Sexual Assault Awareness Team, TRIOTA, and WISE. Some of the initiatives that the Student DEI Office are in charge of and that we are passionate about is our First Generation Initiative, our Culture and Heritage Month celebrations, and then our newest one is our Cultural Stole Donning Ceremony for our graduates. Some of the annual celebrations that we do every year on campus: Hispanic Heritage Month, Native American Heritage Month, International Education Week, Civil Rights Week, Black History, Multicultural Week, Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and then again our Cultural Stole Donning Ceremony. The Stole Donning Ceremony, our mission for the ceremony is to recognize and promote the significance of family and friends and the university family in helping our students accomplish this tremendous goal of graduating from St. Ambrose University. We aim to honor and celebrate their academic and personal achievements. We serve as encouragement, for the challenge and responsibilities they face after graduating St. Ambrose University. The 4 culture stoles that were selected and designed represent the Asian Pacific Islanders, the Black African American, the Indigenous Native American, and then the Hispanic Latinx. The symbols that are on the stoles represent the characteristics of St. Ambrose University and the students at St. Ambrose University. They are for faith and trust in God, humility and strength, lifelong learning. Here are a couple pictures from our December graduate ceremonies. These are just a handful of the close to 20 participants that took part in our ceremony this November. I'd like to introduce Associate Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Mr. Ryan Sadler.
Thank you, Fritz. I just asked for a little moment on the agenda for the Student DEI update to remind our campus of our bias reporting protocol. A bias incident include, but are not limited to, verbal, nonverbal, physical, or written conduct that is discriminatory, hostile, intimidating, harassing, threatening, and is based on persons' identities or their group affiliation. This university, St. Ambrose University, does not condone any such behavior based on race, color, religion, age, sex, national origin, marital status, sexual orientation, gender identity, disability, veteran status, or any other basis that would violate our mission and core values as an institution and the law. I encourage you, if you happen to feel as if you have been biased, or if you happen to witness it, please go to our webpage. You can go to A to Z, go to B, and there's a bias incident protocol report form that you could fill out. You can go to the diversity, equity, and inclusion webpage and scroll down to the bottom. You will see the bias incident form to fill out. Please do that. We want to control our environment to make it as welcoming and inclusive as it can be. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ryan. And now we'll hear from some of our students as they share with you updates from their individual clubs. First, we will have our grad student, Sarah Stockdale, talk about some research she did on campus around the experience of our LGBTQI+ students.
Hello, my name is Sarah Stockdale, and for those of you who don't know me, I am the graduate assistant this year for the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Department, and I'm here to present my inclusion policy research that I did for my Women and Gender Studies BA last year to explore the LGBTQ community experience at our university. What sparked this, a lot of it had to do with the hate speech that was spread around spring semester of 2019. For those of you who remember that or were here for that, there was hate speech directed specifically at the Black community on campus and the LGBTQ community. People were individually targeted, and it was quite scary. So I also wanted to look deeper into policies like Title IX and the chosen name policy, and continue some research I did on people's understanding of gender that I had previously done. So I just kind of, made it bigger. So the purpose of this really is number 3 on here, just providing a confidential and anonymous platform for people to share their stories, their experiences, their understanding of policies, their opinions about how supported or not supported they are by their university, and to spark conversation. It's always important to spark conversation so we can all grow. And that leads right into my disclaimer that I am not here to point fingers at the university. I have no authority, and my research is not formal enough to say there's any kind of lack of inclusion or purposeful discrimination against the LGBTQ community. I just wanted to get conversation started and let people express themselves. So my participants, 32 people took my survey. That was all sent out via email. 9 people out of that 32 let me interview them. So their words are a big part of my project. And we kind of just went deeper into their surveys that they took. So these are the main themes, and I'm going to go deeper into each of them. The biggest one is that number 1, that lack of communication and lack of connection with the LGBTQ community and the administration, the LGBTQ community and the university's Catholic traditions, and the community with people of older generations or people with lack of training and understanding on how to be more inclusive. So this lack of communication piece was by far the trickiest one and the most common that I talked with people about. The main thing is that the LGBTQ students, faculty, and staff expressed that they don't know if the Catholic Church on campus is accepting. They don't know if they can identify the way they identify and still be accepted within that Catholic Church. Again, I'm not here to point any fingers or say anything. That's just a basic thought process that these people are going through. The LGBTQ community want to be accepted, but they don't know if they are or could be. And that can obviously be a very hard internal battle between their religious beliefs and who they are as people. And this is not just a problem here. This is historically the LGBTQ community and the Catholic Church have butt heads. We all know this. So this isn't news, but this is currently happening, and it's important to note that. PRISM. is a fantastic resource. Everyone has nothing but good things to say about PRISM. It's just the lack of access sometimes. People who can't make it at weekly meetings are pretty isolated. So, you know, they don't get that sense of community that they deserve, right? Which is a big problem. And it's important that that if they don't make it to the meeting, they might not know anyone else who identifies as gay or transgender or any of the other LGBTQ identities. And that's scary, to be alone at college with no one that you think identifies with you. Lack of supportive allies, not to say that there aren't enough allies on campus. I know wonderful allies, and I definitely identify as an ally. But it's so much more than just putting a safe zone poster on your office. It's got to be out and proud. You are supporting the community. You are, you know, taking part in making political change, and becoming a new ally can be scary. And so I asked participants, how can someone become an ally? And the biggest thing they said was, know you're gonna mess up. The new allies are always the ones that think that they're helping and they don't actually know that they're hurting. So Google it. There are blogs and stories everywhere, and don't just depend on your one gay friend to tell you, because there's so much more to LGBTQIA+ than being gay. And there's so much more to being gay than your one gay friend. The spring semester came up a lot from 2019. And again, it just kind of goes back to, is the university accepting? And again, I'm not here to say they are or they aren't, but that is a fear of the LGBTQ community. So is there an inclusion problem? I said yes, and let me explain why. It's not that I think the university is not inclusive or doesn't try to be inclusive and doesn't work hard to be inclusive. I think that the university working to be inclusive and the people who should feel included because of these policies, they're not communicating well. So that's where that problem lies, and the community that should feel supported is not feeling supported, at least in some areas and with some people. So that activism piece, we have to do this. We have to work towards change, and conversations like this is a great place to start. And that's all I have for you. Thanks for letting me share this. I'm happy to always have a conversation with anyone who wants me to tell them more. I have a nice big 25-page paper that you are welcome to read. But thank you for listening, and thank you for working hard to make our campus a better place.
Next, we will hear from some of our clubs and organizations.
Hi everyone, my name is Maddie Blackburn, and I am part of a club here at St. Ambrose known as STEP. So STEP is called Service Dog Training and Education Program. We were actually formerly known as Positive Hearts, but we have underwent a name change within the past year, which is very exciting. So one of our main goals for this program is to raise and train future service dogs, but we also advocate rights for service animals, and we want the public to be more informed about everything. But we have actually had 3 dogs go through the program already. So we have Magpie, Image, and our youngest dog is Finton. So Magpie graduated professional service dog school last year. She was specialized in hearing, so she got paired with her person and is now living happily with her. We have Image, who is our second dog that we had, and unfortunately she was released from the program just recently, from the CCI Service Dog Training Program, but she is hopefully going to start her training as a therapy dog. So that is very exciting. And then we have our youngest dog, Finton, who's actually still on campus with us. So if you see him walking around in a yellow vest with someone, possibly a trainer or his puppy Razor, stop by and say hi. We love to answer questions. Just we ask that you please do not address the dog with his name. So do not say, hi, hey, Finton, or try to pet him when his vest is on, because he is working and we want to get that in his mind. When he's working, he has to act professional. But so it's really exciting to be able to talk about this, because not a lot of people are aware of everything that we do. So in order to raise these dogs and to train them, we have small groups of like a team. So we have like 2 puppy raisers. You have a primary and a secondary puppy raiser. So these are the people that actually will go pick up the little puppy and they will raise him. And they are living with the puppy raisers the majority of the time that they are here on campus. They will stay with them in their dorm. The puppy raisers are the ones that will take them to the vet if anything comes up that they need to go for. And then each puppy will have like a group of like 5 handlers to help out raise him and train him. And I am actually one of the handlers for Finton, so this is really exciting. We will get designated a specific time and we will go take him throughout the day. We will take him to classes, to our work study job, or even to the grocery store. And we will work on training him, getting him in different environments and socializing him with things. So when he does go to professional school, he is ready to undergo a more serious training and be prepared as a service dog. So if you guys ever have any questions about us, please look us up on Facebook. We are STEP at SAU, so STEP, all capitalized. And then we also have Instagrams for Finton and Image on Instagram. So just look us up and feel free to comment and like. And we are doing more fundraisers this semester to help promote our club and to raise funds for emergency vet visits, because unfortunately we have had some emergency vet visits this past year that we need help to cover the expenses for. So we are doing some fundraisers that include t-shirts, stickers, and Pura Vida bracelets. So I appreciate this opportunity to spread more a word about our club and get our name out there, because we really want to make an impact on St. Ambrose and on the world as we train these service dogs to help people who need them. So thank you for everything.
Hi, my name is Maya Bragg. I am a second-year Doctor of Occupational Therapy student at St. Ambrose University. I am one of the co-founders of the DEI Graduate Student Council. So my co-founders and I have really discussed and thought hard about why do we want to bring this to the graduate level. And as we all have different reasonings as to what our why is behind this movement of our group, we all came to the conclusion that we'd like to foster a diverse environment and really promote inclusivity within our graduate programs, our St. Ambrose environment, as well as throughout our professional careers. Goals that we have identified as a group are to really focus on building and connecting with community resources and organizations, as well as different clubs and organizations throughout St. Ambrose's campus, to again focus on that positive environment throughout campus for students and faculty, to really focus on bringing diversity, equity, and inclusion to the university. Another goal that we have identified is wanting to provide resources and mentorship to undergraduate and graduate students navigating the unknown world of higher education, as that is quite the experience, and we know that it would better suit these students and make them feel more comfortable. And so that goal of ours leads into one event that we are working on currently, is wanting to do coffee chats or coffee talks, something of that sort, with students who are undergraduate or even graduate level, and answering any questions that they may have, and really providing them a safe space and a safe resource where they feel comfortable and supported. And that is a huge reason why we push this. We want to push this group, as I think it can go a long way and can be very beneficial to St. Ambrose students and the St. Ambrose environment. Overall, we'd really like to bring more traction and attention to our group and all that we would want to do and hope to do in the future. And again, we want to emphasize the need for a lifelong commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and at the graduate level is really the unique spot to do this, as this will really transform over into our professional careers and hopefully to everyday life, because it's something that we must work towards every day, and our group is really the first step. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Valentina Espinosa. I'm the president of the International Student Organization. We wanted to make a quick video to highlight some of the things we do. We host events where we promote culture, diversity, and inclusion amongst all the students on campus. We also facilitate a place for international students and American students to meet and get to know each other. We will be meeting on Thursdays at 4 p.m. As of right now, we are virtually, but we plan on moving to in-person later on in the semester. In the past, we have done many different food tastings, including Free Food Fridays, an international mixer, international trivia, and much more. If you want to get more information, feel free to stop by the international office at Ambrose Hall, Ambrose Hall 239, or send an email to either Valentina Espinosa, Keegan Dolphin, or Ryan Ward. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Dean. I am the Student Ambassador of the Office of Student Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I'm here to talk to you about how you can partner with our office. So generally speaking, we provide marketing opportunities to the clubs and organizations that fall underneath our umbrella. We provide an opportunity for you all to see what it is that they've got going on. On our bulletin board, you'll find their meeting times and locations. You'll also find the events that they might be holding on campus. You'll see those things via email. You'll see those things via social media. And we would like to extend the opportunity for you all to use us as a resource as well. So Dance Marathon, you got something going on that you want us to share, boogie on over and let us know. The music department, the art department, whatever it is that you do, we would love to partner with you in sharing your mission and cause across campus with those that we're connected to directly. Partnership is great, and we're hoping to be able to do some great things with you all. So if you are interested at any time, please email me, Dean Ashley D at sau.edu, and it'd be my pleasure to talk with you about what we can accomplish together. You can also talk to Fritz. That's a good resource too. Thank you guys so much. We look forward to partnering with you. Bye.
Once again, thank you for joining us. If you have any question, my office is in Lower Rogowski Center in the Student Activity Suite. I once again want to encourage you all to do your best to make SAU an inclusive and loving place. Thank you.